Farewell then to this sinewy salt sprinkler. Isegahama Stable's Terutsuyoshi, longtime assistant to the current Yokozuna, has retired at the age of 29 after 14 years of pro sumo life. A loyalty from the age of just 15, vastly greater than that which he showed to his junior high, where he was almost a full-time truant and only just graduated. Combat sport was clearly viewed as the fastest track to a living, and within 2 years of unbleaching his hair and turning pro, he'd made Division 3. The third youngest teen to do so, after Takanohana and Kiseno Sato, under the Heisei Emperor's reign. Not bad at all for someone who'd failed the height requirements and scraped into sumo via the strength tests. Sumo was the one thing he'd applied himself to from the age of 10, having switched over from judo with an array of throwing skills. Those would later form the bedrock of many a daring escape. In name and in deed was the man born in the midst of the Hanshin Awaji earthquake, shining rays of hope on his disaster-hit hometown. Division 1 was reached in early 2019. Within 4 months of that, he would finish joint second with some marvellous, fearless sumo, meeting 5 ex-Sekiwake fully head-on and sending them down or out. 12 months on, during pandemic hell, would he seize Asanoyama's leg, and with it what he calls his crowning glory. A win which cleared the path for Terunofuji's comeback title in exactly the way Tsuyoshi had promised at dinner the night before. A career-high rank then followed, at which he won his first 2 bouts. But for the most part was out of his depth. The summer of 2021 saw him sparkle in non-combat form as Hakuho's final sword-bearer, and Terunofuji's first dew sweeper on consecutive tournament days. And in March 2022, when a home crowd demanded, he could still deliver the goods. But that winning score was his final one in Sumo's salaried ranks. Exactly 8 months on to the day, he'd become the first top-tier man in 3 decades and more to lose on all 15 days. His diabetes had by then sapped his strength and capacity to train. He won 5 times in Division 2 on his final outing in silk, and his last ever winning score was sealed with this win last July. I picked my filming days well, it seems. I gave it all I could, Teru said at today's press conference, but I can't even train right now. And it disrespects my opponent to turn up unprepared. He says those things in the context, of course, of having once done, in younger times, 100 practice bouts a day. As for what the future brings, Tsuyoshi doesn't quite yet know. He qualifies for Elder Stock, but has failed to secure it. All I've seen is the sumo world since the age of 15. I now want to see some different worlds, he says, full of gratitude, of course, for everything sumo has given him. His top knot is to be cut on June 23rd next year. It would seem in front of thousands of fans at the Tokyo Sumo Arena. 乗り倒して照強の勝ち。